Hey, Simply Better Living. That's what we talk about here. One little thing at a time, making our lives better. Now, if you have been in the Winston-Salem, Greensboro area of North Carolina, and if you tuned into a radio station, you have no doubt heard of crazy Kevin Powell. He runs a variety of vehicle dealerships up in that area. And Kevin is a really, really neat guy. I had the chance this past weekend to spend some time with him and heard in further detail his backstory. And Kevin comes from extremely humble beginnings to a very successful owner of these vehicle dealerships. He's a self-made man, and I think when it comes to learning and chatting, I think a guy like Kevin, you can really learn a lot of the wisdom that he has through his journey. Now, this event was a kickoff event, if you will, for a race team he's co-owner of, and there was some sponsors and vendors and team members and various people that are involved in the team there. And it was a great chance. We broke some bread. We had a chance to hang out and bench race with each other. But at the end of the night, Kevin put something out there that I just thought was fascinating. It's been churning ever since. And that is, how many times do we say or believe we have to do something versus the reality of it is that we get to do something, okay? And when you think about this, and maybe it's a menial task, one of the things that just jumped out to me is I have to go to the grocery store. No, I don't have to go to the grocery store. My pantry has a lot in it. My freezer has a lot in it. I get to go to the grocery store because maybe I'm in the mood for salmon or something else, or maybe I forgot to take something out of the freezer or forgot something the last time at the grocery store. So I get to go to the grocery store and get what I want and enjoy it and do what I want to do. So timing is fascinating on this because that was this past weekend. Monday morning of this week, I had meetings in Uptown Charlotte. And I'm not a huge fan of driving in Uptown Charlotte. I know we're not Atlanta, we're not New York, we're not LA, okay? But I'm just not a big fan of driving down there. But I spent the whole trip thinking, I get to go to this meeting. I get to be part of this. What do I get to do? I don't have to go to this meeting. I get to go to this meeting. I walk into the meeting, and the very first thing I run into with someone that I see, and I hadn't seen this person in a little bit, this person says to me, do you have to go to LA to the Coliseum for the first event of the year? I mean, yeah, I answered, yes, I do. But I thought about, no, I don't have to go to LA to the Coliseum. I get to go to the LA Coliseum for the big race, the kickoff race of the year. A few seconds later, I'm chatting with somebody else, and this person says, yeah, I have to go to Daytona for the 500. I'm like, no, you don't have to go to Daytona for the 500. We get to go to Daytona for the 500. And so when you think about this, it's like, I mean, and we live in our world where we have our dream job. So I get to do a lot of really, really cool things that probably previously I thought that I had to do. But this even comes home with various things in our life. Do you have to go to that baseball game or that dance recital, or do you get to go to that baseball game or that dance recital? Do you have to go run with some friends, or do you get to go run with some friends? And the list goes on. And here's just driving this home. If you just change that mindset a little bit about what you thought you had to do, turning it into something you get to do. Man, it's really, really neat when you think about all the great things we get to do. And with that little quarter turn of mindset, maybe you and I can make our lives simply better. Thanks for watching.